everybody, it's Lynne Huysamen here, and today I wanted to show you a little bit more about Pinterest and how I work it. And this is going to be about creating pinnable images for Pinterest. So I just want to show you, here's a blog post I wrote. It was in December last year, and that was my featured image, and all I was doing at that stage was pinning my featured image. So if you look at Pinterest, you can see there's my little image from last year. And it's this tiny little thing. You can't really see anything about it. It doesn't look too appealing to click on. And you can see here, these nice big images are much better. And if you just scroll down here, like there, you can see liverenew.com. You can see that person's website address. You know, these images look a lot more appealing to me. Well, some of them aren't that great. Okay, so what I've actually been doing is, because I'm creating images that are made especially for Pinterest, that can increase your traffic quite a lot. And it's actually, I can see a huge marked difference since I started creating special images for each post. So I actually don't just create one for Pinterest. I create one for Pinterest and I create one for Instagram. And often I create other ads for other images for Facebook and whatever, just to kind of like mix it up a little bit. So what I'm going to show you now is if you go to canva.com, that's canva.com, and you click on here. It's free to use Canva, by the way, and I use Canva for all my images now, as you can see. And you click on more, and you just go over here. There's it says here Pinterest graphic, and you can actually find Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube thumbnail, basically any type of image that you need. You will find the size here. So I just click on Pinterest graphic, and I'll just run you through quickly what I do to create my image. So the first thing I do is I click on here to upload, and I upload a new image. And I've got one on my desktop here that I chose. And I'm going to, oops, I'm going to have to move my face. Okay, so now while this is uploading, I just want to tell you how I choose images. So what I need an image that's going to look good on a long image like this. And it's also got to look good on a square image. And it's got to look good on a rectangular image for my featured image for my website. Yeah, so I'm not sure how anybody else does this, but I kind of like my images to be uniform across all my, all the social networks that I post them on. So the images, the design is slightly different in the size, but I try to keep it as similar as possible. So all you do is you click on the image you've uploaded, and I just make it really, really big. So it's about the difference between girls and boys. You can see clearly one's a girl, one's a boy. Okay. Then what I do is I click on text over here. And I usually, I'm actually going to make this a bit smaller. So I've got space at the top to put my text. And that is just to click on add a little bit of text. 10 developmental differences between girls and boys. And then I usually make it quite big. Let's just have a look. I wonder what color. You can add a color over here. And then you can change the text. You can just fiddle around and see what's good for you. I make it quite large, because so it stands out. And then what I also always do is I always add my website at the bottom. So it's my mommy blog, and change all of that. I know I'm going really, really quickly, but I have actually created training on how to use Canva before. What I'm showing you here is it's not necessarily about about using Canva. It's more about the process of creating the image. So I make it try and make it stand out nice, so that the actual image is big. sometimes what I do is I add a bit of a block of color at the top to put the writing in, depending on what image it is. I can show you, if you see here, where's my designs? I can show you, yeah, you see there. So sometimes I just make the background green and then pop a photo on top. Or for example, for this one, I just put a bit of a block at the top and I faded it so that you can still see the image through, and then I put the text on top, and then I put my website over there. Yeah, you see, so you can see that all my images have got there for Pinterest. There's another one for Pinterest. And scroll down, another one for Pinterest. There, you can see another one for Pinterest. Let's move my head again. So you can see that the basic way that I do it is kind of standardized. You can find your own sort of design and you know, the thing is, it's about finding your own sort of mojo when you design your images. But the point is that this image over here compared to this tiny little image over there, you can see the massive difference that it's going to make. So I'm actually just going to download this, and I'll upload it to Pinterest, and then we can have a look at it and see what that looks like compared to the other one. So I found that my traffic has increased hugely since I started making special images just for Pinterest. Okay, so there we go. I'm just going to pop it over here. I always rename all my images after my keyword or after the title of the blog. Where's it gone? Oh, come on. Everything's giving me trouble today. Okay. Paste. Okay. Well, it's here. Just don't quite know where. Okay, so I'm going to name it Girls and Boys. Okay, I always put the everything in small caps. I use my keywords and I put a hyphen between each word. And it's nice just to get into the habit of doing this because, you know, it can always help with rankings on your website. I've spoken about that before. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my profile. And I'm just going to go in anywhere and pin my image. I'm going to be doing some training on how to pin images as well in various ways. So I'll do that. Okay, so that's uploading. Right, so here we go. There's my image, and I'm just going to pop in a description that I've created, and I'm going to, I'm just going to pop it in Mommy Blogs. I'm just going to add the URL. I'm going to show you in more training exactly how to pin images in various different ways. So that is going to come. So if I'm shooting through a little bit fast, just be patient to know that I'm going to run through that for you. Okay, great. Now I want to just do a search and see what it looks like. Okay. I don't know where my image is. So obviously it's not coming up in search yet. Okay. Okay, but you can see that image. And let's go see what it looks like in Mommy Blogs. I've put it in here as well. Okay, so there we go. There's my image. That's what it shows like. You can see my website address clearly over there. You can see the title clearly. And it stands out a lot more than it did before. And if I scroll down, let's just see where are we going to get to. You can see all my images now are really do stand out nicely. But here, you can see this is where I started to do the bigger images, and you can see that my account looks much better now. Those are all my small images, just my featured images, and now you can see as we move up into the bigger Pinterest images how much more stands out. And yeah, I think that had a really huge impact on my traffic, and you can see that my images are I'm getting better and better at creating images. So yes, I hope that you found that very helpful, and I will be I think my next training is going to be how to pin images, and I'm also going to be sharing how to join big boards, how to find and join large Pinterest boards. So, yep, I hope you enjoyed this training. If you have any questions, just let me know.